Another exciting camera comparison video today. This is the battle of the mid-range Galaxy A56 versus Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G. We are starting with the audio test. We have 1080p 30 FPS on Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G and a proper 4K video recording on Samsung Galaxy A56. Later we will test the rear cameras as well with the 4K video recording. We have a triple camera setup on Samsung Galaxy A56 with a 50 megapixel sensor and also triple camera setup on Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G with that 200 megapixel main sensor. I think that's it for the quick audio test. Let the battle begin.
New era. Here we go. New era.
On the widest field of view, which is 1x, you would notice that Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus has stronger contrast than the competition, while Galaxy A56 is brighter and has better exposed.
Hit the lights, here I go, go, go.
There's more details on the face and the background blur is stronger and creamier than the competition for the new Galaxy phone, and you'll notice that both phones has really good edge detection.
I'm in my new era. I'm back. I'm better in my new era. I'm back.
We only have two focal lengths on both phones, 1x and this is 2x, and you will see that the colors are popping out a little bit more on Galaxy A56. It is brighter but it handles the highlights really well.
Like a phoenix, I rose up.
Sometimes Xiaomi Redmi is clipping the highlights a little bit and a stronger beautification. You will see that I have a smoother face compared to the Samsung competition, but Xiaomi Redmi nails the low light portrait. Galaxy A56 is a little bit soft and noisy. On the selfie shooter, we have a natural looking Galaxy A56, the skin tone and colors, while you have a more contrasty and warmer image on Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G. They might have the same level of beautification, but Xiaomi Redmi is a tad stronger.
Stepping into the new era. Say goodbye to the old era. Say hello to the trends.
We are starting this video quality test indoors using the selfie camera 4K 30 FPS on Samsung Galaxy A56 and Full HD or 1080p 30 FPS on Xiaomi Redmi. If you're wondering, we only have Full HD recording on Xiaomi Redmi compared to the 4K video recording of Galaxy A56. In terms of video quality, we have a warmer look on Xiaomi Redmi and natural looking on Galaxy A56. Look at the details on my face. Both are really detailed, but you have 4K video recording, so you have more details and sharpness on Galaxy A56. But Xiaomi Redmi is not so bad, honestly. I think this will boil down to personal preference, but again, Full HD versus 4K, I would take 4K any time of the day. I think that's it for the selfie video recording. Now let's check the rear cameras. Now this is the rear camera, starting with the ultra-wide lens in 4K 30 FPS on Samsung Galaxy A56 and again 1080p resolution on Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G. I think the 1080p quality of Xiaomi Redmi is good, also save you some storage on the phone. But again, 4K video recording on Samsung Galaxy A56. If you need those 4K video recording on your vlogs and videos, then Galaxy A56 is the way to go. Now this is the main sensor test. This is 4K video recording, proper 4K video recording test on both phones. We have 200 megapixel sensor on Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G, the global version. I think if you like to shoot on the main sensor and not really shooting much on the ultra-wide and telephoto, I think the global version is better than Chinese phones. But again, it's just a matter of personal choice. We have 4K also on Galaxy A56, 50 megapixel sensor from last year's Galaxy A55. Which phone do you think is better in terms of the main sensor? Now let's check the crop. And lastly, we are testing the 2x digital crop on both phones, Galaxy A56 and Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G. Moving around for you to see the difference in terms of the video quality. These phones are just digitally cropping in on the main sensor, 200 megapixel again on Xiaomi Redmi and 50 megapixel sensor on Galaxy A56. So from the selfie, main sensor and ultra wide and even the crop, which phone do you think is better? Now let's check some image quality test. On our image quality test, I think Samsung Galaxy is back on its colorful images. They just go back and forth with natural looking and then colorful images. I think we will see more of colorful images as we proceed with the end of the year. Sometimes the AI detects the scene of Xiaomi Redmi and provides a more colorful look, but generally like the yellows, reds, and blues, Galaxy A56 is more vivid. While comparing the images of both phones, I noticed that the images on Galaxy A56 has more details than the competition. Sometimes it's also over-sharpened. While you have a softer and smoother rendition on Xiaomi Redmi, I think I'm leaning towards Galaxy A56, but this is a matter of personal choice. We have stronger contrast and the shadows are crushed on the Xiaomi phone, while we have a brighter and better exposed images on Galaxy A56.
Foolish, crazy for the way I loved you.
We have ultra-wide main sensor and macro on both phones, but in terms of the 4D zoom, we got 30 times on the new Xiaomi phone.
My consolation prize.
Looking at the slow motion, we only have full HD on both phones, though I don't really expect 4K on any of these mid-range phones.
You realize
Now we're testing the outdoor and stabilization test. This is the selfie video recording, 4K 30 FPS on Samsung Galaxy A56, and we have full HD on Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro plus 5G. Look at the color of the sky, bluer on Galaxy A56. We're also using the external, or rather internal microphone of both phones, so you can hear the audio difference outdoors. Look at the colors of the houses and the details on my face. Now let's check the video stabilization. Now let's check the rear cameras. Now we're testing the rear camera, starting with the ultra wide lens. So again, 4K 30 FPS on Galaxy A56, and we only have 1080p on Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro plus 5G. Look at the sky, the colors on Galaxy A56. It is more colorful than the competition. Also, you would notice that the exposure is better on Galaxy A56. Again, 1080p versus 4K, so you will have more details on the Samsung phone. Also, you can actively switch between lenses on Samsung, which Redmi cannot do. You're only stuck with the ultra wide lens or main sensor once you record it. Now let's check the video stabilization. Now let's switch to the main sensor. Now we have a proper 4K recording video test on both phones. This is 4K 30 FPS on both Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro plus 5G and Galaxy A56. Look at the color of the sky. Same tendency as the ultra wide, vivid on Galaxy A56. Let's check the autofocus speed. Which phone is faster? In terms of details, both of them are very detailed, but a little bit sharper on Galaxy A56. Looking at the grass, look at the colors of that house. Natural looking on Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro plus 5G. Let's check the video stabilization really quick. Now let's check the farthest zoom. Now we're testing the 2x digital crop of both phones, so you can see the details. This is 200 megapixel versus 50 megapixel. And checking the farthest zoom, we got 10x on Galaxy A56, and we have 6x on Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro plus 5G. Switching to the selfie camera, which phone do you think is better? On night shots, both phones are very good, especially if you have enough light. You got a brighter image overall on Galaxy A56, and we have a stronger contrast on Xiaomi Redmi and also warmer. The shadows are crushed on Xiaomi Redmi, so you would think it's inferior compared to Galaxy A56, but if you're watching on the bigger screen, they have the same level of details. On pitch black condition or darker situation, this is where Galaxy crushes the Redmi phone. You got a brighter and more detailed images on Galaxy A56. Here, I would show you the ultra-wide main sensor and even the 2x crop on both phones using the night shot feature. This is the low light video test starting with the selfie video recording. I think this is the biggest difference between these two phones. 12 megapixel sensor on both Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G and Galaxy A56. The difference here is the resolution. We only have 1080p on Xiaomi Redmi and we have 4K or UHD 30 FPS on Samsung Galaxy A56. In terms of color, stronger contrast on Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G to a point that there's like a sepia filter on the selfie video recording. Warmer also on the Xiaomi Redmi phone. While we have natural looking tone and better exposed video on Galaxy A56, I think that's it for the selfie video recording. Now let's check the rear cameras. Now we're testing the ultra-wide lens again in 4K 30 FPS for Samsung Galaxy A56 and only 1080p 30 FPS on Xiaomi Redmi. So it's the same quality of the video or resolution for the selfie camera and the ultra-wide lens. This is a 12 megapixel sensor on Galaxy A56 and only 8 megapixel sensor on Xiaomi Redmi. In terms of focal length or field of view, we have 0.6 on Xiaomi Redmi, a little bit punched in, and we have 0.5 on Galaxy A56. Now let's check the main sensor. And finally, we have a 4K video recording on Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G. This is a 200 megapixel sensor, f1.7 with 23mm field of view, while we have a 50 megapixel f1.8 with 1/1.56 inch sensor on Galaxy A56. I think this is the best sensors for both phones in terms of low light video recording. Now let's check the zoom. And quickly checking on the 2x crop on both phones, we don't have optical zoom on Galaxy A56 and Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G. The third sensor is a macro sensor for both. So I think this is it for the video recording, low light video recording. So in terms of selfie video recording, ultra wide and main sensor, which phone do you think is better? Now let's check the video resolution. This is the 4K video on Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G only on the main sensor. And we also have 4K 30 FPS on Galaxy A56 for the selfie, main sensor, and ultra-wide. I think that's it for a camera comparison video between these two phones. Which do you think is better and better value? Leave your comment down below, and as always, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.